Welcome to my shop. Today, ratchets. At any rate, got my two daily users here. I believe it's a Stanley Proto 3/8 inch ratchet. This is the best feeling ratchet out of anything I've ever owned. Love to use that one. Aside from that, I've got my 1/2 inch drive. It's a Craftsman 44809. Feels amazing. I have two, likewise, the 44809s. Having some issues, both of them. So we're going to crack these open, take a look inside, see if we can figure out what the problem is. Now I know what the problem is. So get our good ones out of the way. I'm going to pull this little clip in here. Super simple. That comes out. She pops out. Let's just take a look. Yep, there we go. That's exactly what I thought the issue was going to be. If you look between the teeth, you should see some little pieces of metal stuck in there. So we're going to just scrape those out. Scraping out those little bits. It's not focusing. There we go. We're going to scrape out those little bits. Oh, here's another one. And we will put this back together, lubricate it a little bit. Oh, here's another big chunk right there. Oh boy, that one's stuck. There we go. Look at that. So 3 teeth are sheared off on that that pawl. Am I saying that right? Is this the anvil and the other little piece there is the pawl? Bits of shrapnel underneath of this plate. So we'll want to clean this up really well. Make sure there's no little bits of shrapnel that can gum up the works again. Make sure you check inside the housing. There's a little sheared off tooth. Checking the teeth on the pawl as well. Looks like there's another little sheared off bit. Right there. All these teeth look pretty decent. Oh, there's 2 low ones right there. So we'll have a little bit of issue running the ratchet. When it comes to those 2 teeth, should have a little bit of a skip. One little low one there. Well, maybe that's where the teeth came from. Let's just give it a little bit of a test. We'll put this back in. See anything in here? Put our C-clip back in. Our C-clip. Come on now. Can't get my hands to work today. Well, I'll tell you what, that does not feel bad at all. So just that should have resolved the issues with being able to use this one. Let's check out the second one. Now we will take this back apart and we'll lubricate that a little bit. But let's check out the second one, see if that's the same issue. I'm suspecting that it is. Our C-clip. Come on, there we go. Remove the anvil, if that's correct. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's not teeth missing off of the pawl. So this one actually looks fairly unused. I'm surprised that it's having issues. I don't see anything in here. Might just need a little lubrication. It might be just a bit gunked up. There's really nothing in there for lubrication. Well, that may have been the issue. A bit of oil for lubrication would be nice, but I'm going to use this grease. Not a lot. want it to be able to move freely. Let's give it a little grease on the underside of that anvil. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm using the right terms. Tiny little bit of grease on here to avoid friction with the plate. And we're just going to grease these teeth a little bit and wipe most of that back out. Want the teeth to engage, don't want them floating around on grease. That's actually not too bad right there. So we'll pop that back together. Grab our C-clip. Back in. She goes. Whoops. Almost had it. Oh, boy. Almost had it without a slip up. Come on now. Now my hands are greasy, slippery. Wipe off this excess that I got all over the head. Alright, let's give that a... Oh wow, yeah, so that feels great. So this one, actually, I think was just virtually, it looked unused and no lubrication in there. So, two separate issues on two separate 1/2-inch Craftsman ratchets. These, I'm going to test these out, but they should be good to go to join my daily user. Now we got those ones working, I actually want to take my user apart and clean this up a bit. It's very gunky. Pull the C-clip out. Definitely needs a little lubrication. It's been a while, but this one looking pretty so far. Very nice. Take the plate off. We want to scrape off the junk around that anvil. Look at all of that. Is that not picking up? Scrape off all that dried up gunk. All that does is create excess friction. Definitely don't need that. Don't need to spray this down with anything necessarily. It'll greasy deposits, those will wipe right off. Get that plate cleaned up. Tiny bit of grease on the wear surface of the plate. It's a little gritty. You actually need to wash that down a little bit. Just a little bit of grease on the inside here. That is massively dirty as well. Clean all those greasy deposits off the C-clip. C-clip back in. Wipe off any excess on the outside here. Oh wow. It's amazing how much smoother that operates with just that tiny little bit of grease in there. It's been sorely needed. Oh wow, that feels amazing. Wow, what a difference. So, got 2 more. I can press into service right away. Got my daily cleaned up, lubricated, good to go. And that is the ratchetification complete. Daily users, 2 more to impress into service. Very simple. That was what, like 10-15 minutes tops with recording and being silly. So there you go. Hopefully you found this beneficial. Hopefully it helped you out on what to look for and a very simple fix if you have a ratchet that's not quite ratcheting.